Hello everyone, I am Varun Gupta and you are watching Natural English, capsule number 29, useful for everybody, having very natural words, phrases, collocations, expressions, constructions, structures. Let's begin. By and large, the people in this town can subsist, but the outlook is quite depressing. By and large. By and large basically is used to denote that everything has been considered, on the whole, everything considered. When you give a overall helicopter view, then you are speaking by and large. So by and large, that means everything has been included overall. By and large, the papers greet the government's new policy document with a certain amount of skepticism. By and large, overall, on the whole, the papers, the media, greet the government's new policy document. They are really offering their greetings at the new policy of the government with a certain amount of skepticism. Skepticism basically is doubt. So they also have a certain amount, a definite amount, a fixed amount of skepticism. They also have a skepticism whether this policy will be implemented effectively or not. So whenever media comments on any policy, you can always find some skepticism in that analysis. I tend to think that members of parliament by and large do a good job. I tend to think, this is my tendency to think, that all the members of parliament in India, the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, overall, on the whole, everything considered, do a good job. They definitely do a very good job. They make our country a system of law, legally run governance. Subsist. Subsist basically means when you are able to maintain or support yourself, especially at a minimum level. Subsist means to survive. You are able to survive financially. You are able to make ends meet. You are able to survive at a very minimum level, then you are able to subsist. He could subsist on bark and grass roots in the isolated island. Isolated island, an island which is a small piece of land surrounded by water, right? Isolated, that means a very different, very separate, which is not well connected with the world. So if you are in an isolated island, then you really need to survive on very minimum things. He could survive on bark and grass roots. Bark, skin of the trees, and roots of the grass. So eating these two things, he was able to maintain and support himself. He was able to live only on these two things. How can you subsist on such a small income? If somebody has a very small income, you can ask him, how can you subsist on such a small income? How will you be able to maintain and support yourself if you earn so less? Please note, subsist is followed by on. Depressing. Now, depressing basically has got two shades of meanings. One about economy and one about mood, your temperament, your personality, your focus, your psychology. Causing or resulting in a feeling of miserable dejection. Miserable, in a very bad situation. Dejection, when you feel dejected, you feel that there is no hope in your life, right? So when you feel miserably dejected, then that thing is depressing. If something makes you feel like that, it's a depressing thing. His pessimism has the effect of depressing everyone. What is pessimism? Pessimism is opposite of optimism. Optimism, when your general nature is full of hope, and pessimism, when you have no hope, you always see the negative side of everything. Optimism is positive, pessimism is negativism. So when you have a very negative attitude to everything, you can depress everybody. Your pessimism has the effect of depressing everybody around. Definitely yes. Depressing, that means when you are negative, when you are pessimistic, then everybody who comes in your content will also become depressing and pessimistic. We found it a deeply depressing experience. Some experience can be depressing when the experience makes you feel dejected and very, very hopeless. Deeply depressing experience, something which is very bad and has got a very bad impact on your thinking process, then that is a deeply depressing experience. We found it a deeply depressing experience. Outlook. As we all know, a person's point of view or general attitude to life is his or her outlook. How you think, how you view at things, how you look at life, that is your outlook. The business outlook for next year is favorable. What you think things will be in the near future. So business outlook for next year, that means for the coming year, the business outlook, the expectation of business is favorable. That means the business should grow in the next year. He had a practical outlook on life. Practical outlook, that means you look at everything with a practical attitude, that whether it is useful for life or not. Very practical. You don't believe in theories or dogmas. You are simply practical, pragmatic. Let's look at the complete sentence, dear friends. By and large, the people in this town can subsist, but the outlook is quite depressing. If overall we consider the people in this town can subsist, in this town, people are not starving, they are able to subsist. That means they can make both ends meet. They are able to eat and survive. But the overall attitude is not positive, very, very pessimistic. It's definitely very negative. It makes you feel miserably dejected. That means they can survive, but that's it. There are no possibilities of growth at present, and therefore the overall attitude is very, very hopeless, full of despair, full of negativity, and full of pessimism. The second sentence. After our product line had undergone a complete change of design, we thought we would corner the market. We didn't know what we were letting ourselves in for at the time, but now looking back, we should have weighed up our options more thoroughly. Undergone a complete change. The meaning is very clear, but the phrase is useful. To change completely, to undergo a complete change. We undergo a change, we change. Please understand, suppose we are growing, right? To grow. So we can also call it to undergo growth. Most patients undergo a complete change after angioplasty. Angioplasty, when the veins of your heart have a blockage and doctor removes the blockage by placing a stent inside. That surgical process is known as angioplasty. So most patients undergo a complete change after angioplasty. Undergo a complete change. They change completely. When they undergo angioplasty, they definitely feel a total change in their persona and body. Since 2014, the Indian system has undergone a complete change. The Indian system of governance has changed completely since 2014. In the last 6 years, we have seen a big change in the way we think and do things. The next phrase is corner the market. It's a very simple, useful phrase. It basically means to hold the significant position, to be able to control its price. When you corner the market, you in a way capture the market. You are becoming very powerful in the market and you become its most significant player. Then you have cornered the market. The Japanese giants have cornered the market in TVs and videos. Undoubtedly, in this technology, Japanese giants, big companies of Japan, they have been able to capture a huge market. They have cornered the market in silver. That means in the field of silver, they have been able to capture a very significant part of the market. They hold a very important position in the silver industry. We can say that Jio has cornered the market in India. Reliance Jio was able to capture a very significant position in the field of data. Letting ourselves in for what we may expect when we enter a new territory, what is going to happen. We are letting ourselves in for some things. We let ourselves in for trouble if we take over this business. If we take over this business, take over when we occupy something, when we capture something, when we possess something, when we take something from somebody else. So if we take over this business, we are entering a new territory and we may even let ourselves in for trouble. That means we may have to face a lot of trouble. When we let ourselves in for something, we are entering new territory and definitely new outcomes are definitely possible. She has let herself in for a lot of extra duty. She has allowed herself to be given a lot of extra duties. Now she will have to work more than earlier. You don't know what you are letting yourself in for. This is a very common spoken sentence. You don't know what you are letting yourself in for. You don't know what you may have to face in future. You don't know what will be the impact of it in your life. You say to somebody when you want to warn them, or in fact you want to make them aware of something unknown going to happen in their life. Weighed up our proportions, weighed up our options. To weigh up our options, to assess all the available alternatives. Options available to us, alternatives available to us. We assess them, we analyze them, we evaluate them, that which is more important, which is less significant. You must weigh up your options. You must evaluate alternatives available to you before taking a decision. The company will be able to weigh up the options for each site. The company may be having a lot of sites where work is going on. Site is a place where work is going on. So company will be able to weigh up its options for each site. That means company will be able to decide site wise. They may opt for some sites, they may not opt for some sites. So they will have to weigh up alternatives for every site separately. The complete sentence, dear friends. After our product line had undergone a complete change of design, our product line, the products that we offer, the complete ranges product line, it has changed completely as far as design is concerned. Our product line has gone a totally new design. We thought we would corner the market. And why did we change the design? We thought that now the market will be ours, will grow and capture a very significant part of the market. We didn't know what we were letting ourselves in for, but we were not aware what is going to happen for us at the time. At the time we were not aware, and now looking back, and now when we look back at the situation, we should have weighed up our options more thoroughly. We realize that we should have evaluated all the available options more thoroughly. We should have gone into more details. We should have got more comprehensive analysis. That means the sentence basically says that the option of changing design completely may not have been so good ultimately for our company. Don't you think you should turn the TV off and get on with some work? These bland game shows bring out your lazy streak. A very common sentence many mothers, many fathers may be saying to their kids in these corona times. Turn the TV off. Turn something off basically means you switch off something. When some equipment is on, you want to turn it off. That means you switch it off, you close it down. He turned off the television, put on his coat and walked out. He turned off the television. He was watching TV. He switched it off, put on his coat, he wore his coat, and walked out and went out for a walk. Savita turned the phone off and drove round to the car park. Savita turned the phone off and drove round to the car park, to the parking area. Definitely, when you go to the parking area, you don't want to use phone at the time because parking requires a lot of attention. So when you are driving around to the car park, you definitely turn your TV off, turn your phone off before that. Get on with. To get on with, to perform or to make progress in a specified way. Let's get on with life. Let's make progress in life. Let's get on with the matter in hand. The matter in hand, that means the issue, the matter which is in at present before you. Let's get on with the matter in hand. Let us handle this matter. Stop all this fuss. Fuss when you are making a mount of a molehill. When you are trying to make a small issue into a big one, so then you are fussy. Stop all this fuss and get on with your work. So don't get involved in all this fuss. Just start doing your work. Go and do your work. Get on with, that means perform, make progress. Let us get involved in our work. Bland. Bland basically is used for something which is not very exciting, not with any novelty, very old, very commonplace, tasteless, which is not any special thing, that it is bland. He eats only bland food because of his ulcer. Ulcer means when you have got some problem inside the stomach. So because of ulcer, he eats only bland food. He does not use spices, he does not use oil and butter, he eats only bland food, very simple food. It tasted bland and insipid like warmed cardboard. Now, the taste was bland, insipid, without any taste, tasteless, like warmed cardboard. If somebody gives you a warm cardboard, how will it taste? No taste at all, right? So this sentence is definitely a very bad comment about the taste of some dish. Bring out your lazy streak. Everybody has a lazy streak, but when something brings it out, it makes you not inclined to work or exertion. When something makes you not ready for working, something makes you feel like sleeping only, then it is bringing out your lazy streak. Binge watching IPL brings out your lazy streak. Binge watching, when you keep on watching something continuously for a long time, then you are binge watching it. So when you binge watch IPL matches, Indian Premier League, then definitely you become lazy. It brings out your lazy streak. It makes you not inclined to work or study. You don't exert yourself. You simply sit down or lay down and watch TV. Eating heavy food like dal bafle brings out one's lazy streak. Now everybody who lives in this central part of the world, definitely if you have been exposed to dal bafle, you know it's a very heavy food, and when you eat dal bafle, it brings out your lazy streak. It makes you not inclined to work but just to go to bed and sleep. Don't you think you should turn the TV off and get on with some work? Now somebody is scolding you. Don't you think that it is high time you should switch TV off and start doing some work? These bland game shows bring out your lazy streak. Bland. Some game shows which do not give you anything new. These are game shows, bland game shows, and they make you lazy. They make you simply sit down, lie down and waste your time. So thank you, dear friends. I hope that these capsules are able to give you some exposure to natural English. Keep on watching them, keep on making notes, and keep on using these phrases in your English. Thank you. All the best. Enjoy.